School was basically a 12-year controlled social experiment. No matter who or what you are, school always has a way of humbling you. We going back to our roots today. School was one of the only places on earth where random suffering was just a normal part of life. Like, everyone just accepted that for 12 years straight, we were just gonna be shamed for growing up, judged by people you don't even like, but for some reason you still gotta give a fuck, and then expected to cherish the memories. Craziest part is, a lot of these experiences were literally unavoidable. If you were the popular kid, the quiet kid, smart, athletic, broke, awkward, whatever, bro. School had a set of challenges for anyone and everyone who dared to step inside. School crushes. Top 10 worst experiences for most of us. Because we were still little kids, we ain't have no game, and we ain't have no swag. Yes, we.
You got money problems.
It's crazy because we all go for the baddest girl in the school only to face the greatest humbling of all time, whether it was the whole school finding out and telling her, or after the fact, the whole school then laughing at you for even thinking you had a chance. They might even give you a little pity, but only after making you look crazy. And in the times it was actually green, now everyone would be in your business because the social cred was insane for whenever you was in an in-school relationship. This is probably the most annoying school occurrence when your old actor decides your time has come. They ask a question, whole time you zoning out, you probably thinking about shorty from across the classroom, whole time you're supposed to be focused on the algebra in front of you. You be sitting there avoiding eye contact, trying to make yourself look invisible, looking down at your desk, sweat going down your nostrils and shit, and then somehow the teacher still picks on you. Get off my dick! And now the whole class is silent looking at you.
Bro, what are y'all looking at?
And you just gotta pretend you were about to say the answer. We all start making eye contact, and before you know it, all I can say is, I don't know. They called this teamwork, but in reality, group projects was just unpaid labor with extra steps for no reason. Bro, why am I doing 60% of the work? Got me feeling like 2016 Braun.
Does anybody want to do the actual work?
There was always one person doing the work, and it would be me! And then one person pretending to help, and all you did was add an apostrophe to the goddamn first slide. School really introduced us to being exploited at work early on. Now, the cafeteria was not just a place to eat. It was a live action hierarchy system. I had so many days I sat alone, but I was eating that nasty ass school food. Some nasty feces in the food. Where you sat really mattered, and who you sat with also mattered. For some people, lunch was a break, but very quickly, I stopped giving a fuck about that social hierarchy lunch bullcrap. If you ain't like me, it was cool, bro. There was even one day we had a massive food fight. People were throwing mozzarella sticks and chocolate milk, and one time I got hit in the face with a PB&J sandwich. And guess what? I'm allergic to peanut butter, so next period, my whole face was red. You would have thought I was changing form in real time, looking like freaking Red Hulk or some shit. Nothing made time move slower than knowing you had a presentation coming up on Friday. Your whole week was tainted, because I would do anything but prepare. You couldn't even enjoy anything because in the back of your mind, you know eventually you're going to be standing in front of the whole class trying not to shake your little booty off while reading off a Google slide presentation you barely finished at 1 in the morning. All right, let's get juicy. Pause. School picture day. After what came out in the Einstein files, all of our picture day photos is somewhere in an archive. And excluding my fucked hairline or them awkward positions I had to pose in for the photos, I really hated taking those photos. I really hated that shit. And in reality, I don't even know why picture day was a thing, bro. Or, let's talk about it. The test that you thought you was ready for, but it really don't matter how much you studied. These tests will always find a way to fuck you. You'll open the packet and realize you know nothing. And the one thing that you didn't study, that's the first question. Teachers walking around the class talking about some,
Make sure you double check your answers.
right after they pass by my desk. Like, what are you trying to say, bro? Like, I'm over here skimming through the presentation, what's it called, the packet, whatever. I'm like, damn, like, I don't know the answers, bro. I really don't. I'm over here looking to myself. I'm like, yo, what you got for B? What you got for C? I don't know.
Okay, class, can we please make sure we're actually reading the questions before we answer? Okay, can we please make sure we're reading? Okay, class, if anyone is interested, test retakes are next week on Thursday. Now, the majority of you guys do not need to retake the test. Only a couple of you guys need to retake the test next week on Thursday. Test retakes are next week on Thursday. The majority of you guys passed with flying colors. A couple of you guys failed. A very, very small majority of you guys completely failed the test. So I definitely want to, and you know who you are.
At this point, I'm just filling in bubbles, saying a little prayer and hoping everyone did as bad as me, only to get the test back, but my teacher's putting it face down. For what? Now, some of the dumbest conflicts in history first happened in school. Somebody sat in a seat that you wanted, or some rumor started spreading about you. There's friendships getting broken apart, there's tension in fourth period, and best believe it's gonna be a brawl after school if no one stops it, and somehow it all started over literally nothing. You got the people who can't record for shit, and the people fighting looking like they in the WWE with how weak some of these hits be looking. And then there'd be times where people will really get active, like they will really be stomping people out, going crazy.
They bought the grid. They bought the grid. They bought the grid. They got him. I got it. Y'all boys done? Y'all boys gonna fight again? Oh my god! Oh my god! They fighting again!
I've seen things get crazy sometimes, but for the most part, it'd be a whole lot of nothing. Which leads to the switch up. This might be the weirdest universal experience. By the end of the year, everybody switch up on you. The quiet kids start moving crazy, everyone starts cutting people off, even your teacher don't care no more. And suddenly, the same school that once felt like cell block 1 starts feeling weirdly sentimental around the summertime. Looking back, school was not just classes and homework, but in all reality, it really was a social experiment, and we're just the product of it. This is where a lot of people learned shame, confidence, insecurity, rejection, and approval all at once, because none of us really knew who the fuck we were, and a lot of people get stuck in the same cycle that school threw on them. So many school experiences feel universal, but it wasn't just because we all went to school. It's because school is one of the first places where life forces you to identify yourself for the first time. So yeah, there was a whole lot of school experiences you could have avoided, as well as and I wish I could have avoided some too, but you could skip class, avoid people, and even avoid assignments. But some things are just truly unavoidable. If you went to school, life was going to humble you at least a few times in very specific ways. And honestly, that might be the one thing that connects all of us. No matter how different people act now, school found a way to embarrass everyone equally, and the adults are a reflection of the cruelties of that school environment. So with that being said, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Go subscribe to the second channel, go follow the Instagram, and go follow the TikTok. I got this new plant. Her name is Sonder. Say hi to Sonder. It's Sonder. Don't misspell it. Bye now.
Wow, that was so powerful. Academy Award.